go. Oh, that was quick. I just didn't load into it because I apparently it was able to stop when I minimize the screen, but it just load quickly to the menu screen. Weird things with this game. It's frozen. It's giving me. I'm quite concerned. If it's why is it frozen? Not responding. That's not good. Why is New Vegas not responding? Oh, that's why. Huh. I'm trying to remember what happened here. So, Boone was to have another, right? Okay, so we were trying to finish up Boone's personal quest, and we've done so already, and we've set him on the path of, yeah, vengeance isn't everything, so you learn from your past and try to not repeat the same mistakes you caused. And I think he's supposed to wear different armor, but he's wearing this outfit from the Lonesome Road DLC. But the goodness is we solidify Boone's ending to be, I think, a more positive outlook in life, because if you put him on a path of vengeance, I think if you want to side with the Legion, it's actually pretty badass if you tell Boone to go on the path of vengeance. But that usually backfires if you go for endings that's not the Legion route. He unfortunately just causes more problems than he should have, which a shame, just a shame to look at it. I mean, just to see him go through that. As if he hasn't gone through too much stupidity already. Anyways, as the title implies, I'm going to try to work on more campaigns, and I guess you can definitely tell who's coming up, who we're going to save next. Eddie isn't carrying anything, understandable. I am carrying a lot of things. Sleepy time. There we go. We do have a player home back, way back in Novak, right? And Novak, Good Springs, there we go. Let's go back to our player home, and we're going to store all of our equipment. And we're going to go to Black Mountain. Oh yeah, I'm just used to seeing this a lot, like, right? Like, I'm just used to seeing Eddie as a Brahmin, but yeah, as a refresher once again, Randomizer. Oh, hello, Bess. Say Deathclaw best friend. Randomizer swaps not the humanoid NPCs, right? Like anyone that's human. Well, the only thing that gets randomized is their gear. Like literally everything, like their armor, their weapons, that gets randomized. Any creature, any robot gets changed. As you can see, Eddie has become a Brahmin.
What is it?
Let's trade equipment.
Fine by me.
You can keep that. Yeah, exactly. Give me that Spriddle. I want that.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
What is it?
I think it's time we part ways.
If that.
He's got a good ending already, so I think we're good with Boone there. You got something on you, friend? There you go, big corner meat. Trade equipment. Nothing. Okay. I'm glad I invested in 5,000 bottle caps into this player home. Very worth it. And I'm gonna store this for now. Good pistol. I don't need all the explosives. I'll probably come back to it later. Don't care for mines. These grenades. Store this. The shotgun's good. She's embrace. Nah, for fist and no far. We're gonna store the Federator. I believe it's just too broken for our sake. Cause otherwise, I'm just gonna abuse it and just skeleton speed suit. Tempting, but too heavy. I think I'm good. I'm finding the urge to yawn because I've yet to finish my coffee. Like I just started drinking it just now, and I'm also equally thirsty. And the problem with coffee is that it dehydrates you as well, like dehydrates. So I'm literally what I'm doing right now is I'm simultaneously drinking coffee and water. Like I'm just dousing my I open my mouth large enough so that I can pour these two large containers of coffee and water down my mouth, so I could simultaneously get some caffeine inside me and also cancel out the dehydration that coffee is causing. I like to imagine that, but of course I'm exaggerating. I'm just drinking both at the same time. Technically. I've stored everything. I'm good, and I think it's time to go pay Raul a visit. And before we do that, I think I would like to go to cemetery. Sloan, there we go. We have someone we gotta visit before we go to Black Mountain. First of all, let's properly assemble the generator. And where is Snuffle? Snuffles, there it is. It's adorable little rat scorpion. Oh, look at it. Snuffle with the beady little eyes right there. Hug this fella. The leg appears to be injured. I'm going to clean the wound with antibiotics and expertly bind Snuffle's injured leg. There we go. Well, it was once a mole rat, but now it will become a rat scorpion. Awesome evolution. Anyways, let's go talk to Chop Lewis.
You need something? It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for a change. I'm going to pay you out of my own pocket for this one. I'd noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here. Yep.
There we go. We get 200 bucks of NCR currency, and we get more. And on top of finishing both of these, we get more reputation with NCR. All good stuff. Has anyone ever missed the reputation of New Vegas, like when they play Fallout 4? To be honest, I really love the whole concept of whatever you do will make a certain faction happy with you, and vice versa. You know, you might piss off another faction. I legit miss this feature. It really does make it. It does help have it does help feel that you're making an impact on the environment, and people are paying attention to what you're doing. Also, Eddie got themselves injured somehow. I feel bad. I'll be honest. I feel bad doing this right now because I don't have high sneak. Because I think me and my brother when we play like when we both talk about how we play and go through New Vegas, we both feel bad that we go in there guns blazing, just killing all the mutants. We don't like doing that. We just go in there with stealth and try to go in there with stealth. Don't kill anyone. We can talk to. Was it? I think we. Well, my brother, he plays as a robot. Like there's mods he can play as a robot. I play as a super mutant, so I can go in here and people are pretty much the super mutants are neutral towards me. He went there with high sneak and he shot Annabelle off one of the super mutants, and he took the weapon, which I try to wonder like how I never done that before. Maybe one day I might do it. But yeah, we just don't like killing civilians here. We just like doing it stealthily. We go in and repair the robot, and then we just finish the mission from there. But I don't think so. I have the luxury to be sneaky here, unfortunately. You know what? I think. Okay, so. Where are my quests? You know what? Before we save Raul, I think I do want to level up Sneak. This is gonna be very tricky. You guys saw that Deathclaw. There is no way I can sneak in there with just what I have right now. Should we do the? You know what? Let's do the collector, right? I was going there. It's like, you know what? I feel bad. I'm gonna go in there. If I'm just gonna destroy every super mutant. Speaking of getting destroyed. Don't do that. Yeah, so I was starting to feel bad that I was gonna go in there and destroy everybody there, but I think if I go there, I think I'm gonna get killed by that Deathclaw matriarch.
Hello there.
You're wearing a villain outfit. I knew I was at the talk to like, wait a minute, don't tell me you're wearing what I think you're wearing. You know, I was thinking about this and I was just wondering like, is there a game that I'd like to stream that might have some problems that might conflict with Twitch's terms of service? And one game I really want to try out eventually was Dead Rising. And eventually Dead Rising off the record. But I don't know if I can. I might and see what happens, but I'm hesitant. You know what? We'll pay out of our pockets on this one. I have the money, it's fine.
So, Benny's dead, huh? That shifty son of a bitch had it coming. I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
Okay.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill. Talk to you later.
Also, what about Lady Jane?
People are getting nervous about...
Oh, that's the question to ask about Lady Jane. That is weird. Good to know that their bartender is being served by, is it the bartender is a ghost person. That's actually pretty cool, by the way. You go to a, I don't know why my brain thinks about like a saloon based on the Wild West and it's being served by a ghost. That's pretty awesome. I was supposed to talk to her, but... Anyways.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Cute little door. That's an adorable little roach friend right there.
Move along.
I love it.
Move along.
I really love it when the Securitrons get turned into animals, though. Adorable looking, but then they have a very, this robotic voice that kind of sounds threatening. Where are you? There you are. Oh no, are you serious? Well, not you, but the bounty hunter has a, the guy who we have to go after, I think he has a missile launcher. We gotta take him out very quickly. Or not, we can just speech pass and it's like, hey, we don't have to take you out, we can just take your hat as proof, but... Let's see if we have the speech for it.
Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke. Now why the hell should I do that? You're below me, kid. I've been killing scum twice your size since before your mother squeezed you out.
Oh, we can do this.
Well, that sounds like a bit of a bargain. I get to walk free with the Garretts thinking I'm dead. Sure, you can have my hat. I can always buy another with the caps I've got left. Would have been more fun fighting it out, though. See you later, kid.
22 bottle caps. You must be out of your mind.
Aha!
Yeah, that was worth doing. Absolutely worth it. Anyways, I also want to do something very nice for Veronica because I think we got something that she wants to wear. Oh my goodness.
Any progress with the boomers?
I'm still working on a Deathclaw house.
I'll expect to see some tangible progress before long, then. Come back when you have something to report.
Amazing. Veronica, Veronica. There you are.
What's up?
Oh, she's wearing the mask. Let's travel together and let's give you
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
white glove society attire. Would she wear that?
For me? Do you mean it? No, no, it's too much. Well, okay, but it's too much. Oh, it's perfect. Thank you, thank you. I wish I had something to give you. Wait. What about punching? That's the gift that keeps on giving. I could work on your punching with you, if you like. Show you how to counter like a scribe.
The fact that she's wearing this collar is disturbing me. I don't know when the hell did I give her that collar. I need to see what is that.
All right, put 'em up. Let's see what you got.
But outside that though, I love her reaction so much when you give her a dress. It's so wholesome. And with that, she actually teaches something very nice if you like fighting hand-to-hand combat. You've learned the scribe counter special move. To use this technique, initiate a standard attack immediately after your character blocks an incoming attack.
Pretty addictive, right? You do it once, it just makes you want to do it more.
Unfortunately, I'm not. Even though I kind of spec for melee weapons or hand-to-hand combat, I am.
Whole future of New Vegas seems like it's up.
I don't much use like just. I think you have to be unarmed to use that. I could be wrong, but I just rather just use the weapon itself.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Where did you? Give me that. I'm so confused where you got that from. There you go.
Hey,
Anyways, hold on. Let's tell you to. Oh,
What's up?
tell me part ways. Like all my companions are just. Most of my companions are beefed up with power armor. This is Lily. You know what, Lily?
Hello again, dear.
Oh, good.
That's just a home tape from the last time I visited my grandkids. Such sweet little children, you know, little angels. Sometimes it's hard to remember them, so I take that old tape out from time to time and listen.
Unfortunately, we never got. I'm not sure if I did this on stream or I was there around Lily, but unfortunately we never hear gameplay wise. But if you have Lily around you, especially if it's not the randomizer, you can hear her listen to recording of her children, which is pretty sad because yeah, like I said, Lily was once a grandma and she really loved her grandkids a lot. And those are that I think this was all before she got like the master came in with the mutant army and pretty much dumped the entire vault into the vats.
It's my medicine, Gary. It keeps me calm, but it makes my memory go all fuzzy. That's why I only take my dosage every other time. That way, at least I remember their faces.
This one's always sad for me. I really do not know what's the best decision for Lily here. I have no idea.
Oh, don't you worry your silly little head about that, pumpkin. Grandma knows what she's doing.
So if you wanna, depending on your how cruel you wanna be, like if you wanna be a terrible character, telling Lily to stop taking her medicine makes her berserk and eventually just go crazy on like some local settlement or some kind, and then she just gets taken down. So this is the horrible ending for her, besides just straight up killing her. If you tell her to where is it? Is there a miss? Here, okay, so if you tell her to take it every time, she will eventually forget her grandkids, but live her life peacefully in Jacobstown, assuming you get a good ending for that place. If you tell her that she should take her meds every other time, she will still be troubled by the memory of like she keeps remembering about her grandkids, and she eventually travels off to supposedly the place where the vault was to find some answers. And I don't know, like this one's really sad, like, because as much as it's nice for her to remember her loved ones, is the fact that she traveled by herself to find answers is what I'm worried for her. it's just a bad, like these are just pretty sad endings. Like either she can choose to live peacefully and forget her family, or she could try to remember, but you never know what happens to her. This one's a difficult choice for me. I might get a lot of flack for this, but I honestly prefer her live in a safe location.
Are you sure, dearie? Taking my medicine all the time makes me feel woozy, but it does make it easier for me to ignore Leo.
I'd rather you didn't have any psychotic breaks, even if it means you aren't strong.
Well, all right then, dearie. I suppose I'll have my holidays to remind me of Becky and Jimmy.
Lily will now take her medicine every time she is supposed to. She will no longer suffer psychotic breaks, but her combat effectiveness will be reduced. It's no problem. So with that, Lily ending is solidified, which is good. I need to do a review to see which companion I need to work on. Definitely Arcade. Arcade is definitely someone I need to get more, to work on more.
Thanks again for helping with Mr. House's data network.
Everybody's turned to ghosts in this game. So, any of you are watching this stream or VOD, what will you choose? Would you choose someone who's, if you have a if you had that decision, like I wonder what you choose. Like, would you just let the old grandma try to remember her grandkids a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of dangerous because it might, because what it is that she's schizophrenic, so she would constantly hear this other voice in her head, which is pretty much her more violent side, so she can go berserk slightly. Would you let her keep that for the sake of her remembering her grandchildren, or would you rather have her so that she doesn't have to deal with it, but at the cost of forgetting her grandkids? It's actually a very tough choice, I feel.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Things look to
You've done a lot for Freeside, and it is much appreciated.
Here you go.
Yes! This is great news. No one screws with the Garrett twins and gets away with it. I need to find a place on the wall for this. And for your reward, here's 150 caps. I trust there were also some valuables on McCaffrey. Also, we would like to set you up with a room. You can have the corner room, rent-free. It was McCaffrey's. Now that he's dead, we're happy to let you use it. Thanks for helping us.
In a free room in a place that's kind of difficult to fast travel. Yep, I'll take your 150 bottle caps, which is still equivalent to 725. Beautiful.
Talk to you later.
There we go. I want that sneak. Now, here's something I gotta look up right here. There's a perk that I want real badly. That might be too broken. Pardon me, I had a coughing fit for a bit. Not Action Boy. It came with a mod that adds all these perks, but I think it's called Fading Fingertips, but I don't remember where exactly it's in this. Here it is, Fading Fingertips. Level 16, Sneak of 50, Signs of 50. You have successfully salvaged a set of pre-war tech Stealth Boy prototypes. After some repairs, you managed to power it by action points instead of integrated battery. This might be overpowered, but this will be really fun. So we need what? Sneak and Signs. I think Signs were good. We need a Sneak for it though. We can take that later. Probably in the next level up. And what is Action Boy? I think Action Boy is pretty good because it regenerates our No. I don't remember which. There's a perk out there that pretty much regenerates our action points faster than usual, which is something we need. I might want this though. That image there. Cannibal, right? Cannibal's a good perk. Atomic might be the perk I need. But let me take a look at some of these then. Don't bother to lesson learn because it'll be obsolete once you max out, you know, your level. You can fill up empty bottles with any toilet. Let's skip charge. Charge will be good. Let's test this. That's good, yeah, we can run towards people with our weapon now. We definitely want that. one more level up somewhere. Let's see what other quests we can do. We can help out GI Blues.
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the atomic.
Or should we get rid of House? We're ready to put the chip in, You know what? I think let's try and make the big decision, right? I don't have the golf club, unfortunately, but I think it's probably time we, change the leadership in House for Yes Man. What is it? Yeah, here we go. Let's get the story run as progressing a little bit.
Move along.
I just realized with this randomizer, the end game of the last mission in New Vegas is going to be very chaotic.
Thanks again for helping with...
You still got nothing, right? That's weird. So what happens if I do this, though? Immune. Gotcha. Let's go to the penthouse. I probably should give you the snow globes, but it's gonna be glitchy, isn't it?
Mr. House is just pleased as punch.
Here we go. I'm hoping it's just because it's not randomized. Oh, it works. Look at that. 1 endurance, 1 charisma, 1 agility, 1 strength. That works. Awesome. You know what?
Warning. Room breach detected. Unauthorized personnel in restricted area.
I would have made you wealthy. You could have helped change the world.
Could've, would've, should've. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Hold on. Now hold on. Just a moment. Any progress with the boomers? Turn around and leave, and I won't attack you any further. Just stay away from the console. It doesn't do anything.
Did he randomize House here? No. Alright. This part always made me feel messed up to do, really. Spoilers, of course. I think you've seen Mr. House, like literally old man Mr. House everywhere in the wasteland, but yeah. He is a very interesting case. Yeah, let's see what happens if we do this. Yeah, we do lose karma if we do this, of course. Surprise, surprise. Also, Vanessa, if you're able to hear it, there's...
Engagement successful.
Okay. If you... What is it? There's multiple ways to handle that, like you can either like you can use whatever weapon you want on him. You can have a conversation with him. I think that he has different reactions depending on which faction you're going for. But also the mod. What is that? I think I have a mod that adds restore content, and House is supposed to constantly top back to if you start.
If this statement is being broadcast, I am deceased. Please approach a Securitron and take one of the printed obituaries.
There's supposed to be yeah, all that, the obituary, and I think the dialogue he has if you're attacking him, that is added with the restored content. Anyway, Smiley, I got something done.
Oh, hi again. Can I help you with? Mr. House is out of the picture, and you have the platinum chip. Wonderful. Let's go.
I wonder why Yes Man is not randomized. I guess maybe for the sake of. Oh, that makes sense because he needs. I guess if he's randomized, he's going to ruin the cutscene.
He took it over from the last guy, Mr. Marvel.
Oh, he's gone.
Strip secure.
Now I think with a House out of the picture, I think Arcade is willing to talk to us now.
Howdy, partner.
Well, Victor's hostile, which makes sense. But we can still recruit him. It's all good.
Hi. This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck.
So, where are you gonna plug yourself into? Oh. I think I see.
Wow. Mr. House
Oh.
has quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? The Securitrons at the fort are on standby. I see a status log here confirming that the Mark II OS upgrade installed correctly. They'll be all set to go once we boost my transmitting power and bring them online with the network. But we'll worry about that later.
Let's talk about the tribes then.
Of course.
I think we're... yeah. We'll deal with the boomers first.
If you're tired of it,
If you're tired, I'm tired too.
see you around.
But with that, we made an official... Don't tread on the bear. So that is a warning that we are this close to pissing off the NCR. And if we choose to, I think, follow through, what's his face? Yes Man? In this case, we will... I think we'll suffer a slight disposition, negative disposition from the NCR, but it's not too bad if you're still allied with them. Like, if you're idolized or like, it's not gonna be that bad. It's just a warning saying that you're straying away from the path of achieving the ending of NCR. But we're going for independent route this time. I think that's the first time I go for independent route. I usually go for NCR or House whenever play New Vegas. Cocktail sweet. There we go. I think Arcade can talk to us. I like how Rex is now a Night Stalker. That's pretty appropriate. You guys knocking over stuff around.
What's up? I think you're on the right track. The only way to ensure relative safety and independence for the people of New Vegas is to prevent others from taking control of the region. That means no NCR, no Mr. House, and no Legion. Back in your good...
Let's have Arcade follow us for now.
I need to talk to you about something.
There we go.
If you haven't. Any day now, Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out. I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
It's a shame that I never got to interact with Arcade. And was it? There was one location. It was I think it was supposed to be like a. I don't remember the place, but it's where you get a unique plasma rifle. And there's a funny dialogue over there where Arcade suddenly just talked about, you know, this place, this facility had some trouble with the energy weapons and some like he just dropped some knowledge about all of this information about weapon technology and tech during pre-war America, and you just question him, how the heck do you know all this? And he just really says to you, stop asking questions, thanks. And that's just part of him. He just, if you go to places where he happens to know a lot about like weapon, like, and the Enclave is known for power armor and just plasma weapons in general, like, you know, sci-fi, very powerful sci-fi weapons. And so whenever he drops about this, he just makes you question, how do you know about this? Despite being just a researcher for the followers of the apocalypse. Like he's just like he's trying his best to say, yeah, don't worry about it. I just happen to know this stuff. But anyways,
a lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, they kept moving to the fringes. One of the reasons why I wound up out here. After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar. That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas. Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I could convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
for all lang syne. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. What's the button? Let's see. Here we go. Alright, Eddie, follow us. But yep, Arcade isn't kidding for anyone who's not first time hearing about the Enclave. They have. I think I already said this already last time. Just how with the Master, how he wanted to unify the world by forcibly turning everybody to mutants. The Enclave wanted to maintain a form of unity or like a peace by pretty much destroying anything that's been mutated by radiation. It is an interesting story dynamic or plot dynamic with these with the antagonists. Yep, here we go. If you continue to work with Yes Man, the NCR will no longer accept your help. So they're just telling me that's something I haven't seen together. Let's go and find. Yep, the doctor who we helped out here with the Nightkin and who helped us out with Rex. He is someone we can recruit for the Enclave. Or excuse me, he's someone who worked for the Enclave, and we can ask him for help. I don't know if I ever get to
Bother
play.
someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
All right. I don't know if I'll ever play Fallout 1 or 2 and 3. I'm not sure 3, but maybe I'll play the first two, but it'll be stressful. Like, I don't know if I need to have patience to play them. I have to look up a guide. But I will recommend people to look up videos of the game because or try it if you can. Like, it's on Steam and Good Old Games. Like, do give it a try if you can get it running because they're pretty solid games. Arcade gameplay and it can be stressful because how difficult it is, but the story in both of the games are phenomenal.
Is there something else I can do for you? I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it. Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work. Yes, yes.
What's up? Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
I don't know this dialogue. I think this does, but at the end here, Arcade will make a decision involving what he wants to do with the Enclave, whether he wants to help them out or continue doing what he does, like helping the followers. It's kind of the same thing like Veronica, but a little bit better. But I think the top dialogue makes him like kind of assures him to stay with the Enclave, while the bottom one just tells him, "Yeah, you're just better off forgetting." Purposely though, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't say the bottom one. It's not my opinion. I disagree with this, but I think this might go well with what I want the Arcade to do.
I'm sure Henry has goals. He was just more concerned with the how than the why of things. Being in the Enclave didn't really mean much to him. I guess I'm lucky that I'm part of the followers. Helping people as a doctor is important, but with the followers, it feels different. It feels like we're working towards something more important. That's more than the sum of the good deeds that we do.
Time to find another individual. Nice outfit.
Mark my words, won't be long before the Legion and NCR butt heads over Hoover Dam. Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all. Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear. I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow. I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together. Watch your six out there.
What's up? Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded. Not much glory in the Enclave. Most of her old comrades are long gone. I know life as a salvager can't compare to being a vertibird pilot, but at least it's a life. That has to count for something.
Oh, absolutely. When I first see the dialogue about telling like some people can't stop living in glory days, I always thought that's like just Courier being a jerk about it. But the more I look at it, it just makes sense. Like, yeah, there's some folks who can't stop fantasizing about the past, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. As long as you don't get too obsessed over it that distracts you entirely that you want to do in life. Also, Arcade, I'm kind of getting a little bit annoyed that your voice is hard to hear with this helmet on.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Let me take that for now. Powder Ganger outfit? No. You have another apparel? There you go. Can I give you something nice? White Claw Society helmet. You know what? First of all, why did I give you two of these? There you go. Nice.
See you around.
Oops, let me see the weapons again. Pair. Do I have eyeglasses on me? I feel bad, I don't know. He doesn't have eyeglasses anymore. Klein's glasses. No, his glasses. I'll give him these later. I'll be honest, I don't know if the music that plays in Novak plays in the previous Fallout games, but I do love Novak's theme. It's a very nice, chill song. For a... Uh-oh. Is that the Legion? Looks like it. Is it just you? Let me guess, that person's glitched. No. This person is glitched. Whoops! Unfortunate. Okay, so that... Good to know, that person's glitched. Right. I can only target you. Okay, now I can target them. For some reason I couldn't do that last time. Two of you. Just drop that. Jeez, you guys move too fast. There we go. Did someone take the... Someone grabbed the weapon, didn't they? Ranger back. I just know this corpse. It's just stretchy. Oh boy, I'm carrying a lot right now. Dynamite. Who's Fitz? Luffy, who are you?
Hey, you need water? I got... If you're low on caps, I've also got...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know this is cheaty, but I really do not like having unique characters die like this. I feel bad. There might be a way to set... Oh my goodness, yeah, you guys are definitely important. You're pretty much you're my vendor for meat, if I don't have anything else.
Anything else I can do for you?
Steak though, so no, not really. I mean, I could buy this for Elf, really.
Pleasure doing business.
This person, I just can't get a look. I can't get over how lanky they are. Yeah, that's weird. Someone picked up the gun that person was using that machine. Unless they flicked away so far away that I just don't know what happened to it. It was over here. Maybe someone picked it up. That might be the case, which is unfortunate, but oh. Who's selling stuff? You, right? I want to.
Welcome back.
Let's see. I picked up... Oh my goodness, that's heavy. You can take that though. Do I have a weapon I can sell for cheap? At least. No, keep that, that's important. I keep seeing this, it's like, oh, I should definitely sell this weapon, but no, that's very valuable. Yeah, I'll just take one bottle cap. And what was it I picked up? It was the Versal yeah. Alright.
Pleasure doing business.
Yep. Take that collar. It just doesn't work anymore. Take her for a spin. And nope, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. I don't want to deal with your missiles. You know, seeing I'm traveling through the wasteland, and I'm reminded that someone made a mod for this game, which it probably works for if where it works if you enjoy. Wait, did they? They literally called me a murderer. Or the Deathclaw. Okay, folks. No, but there was a mod I remember seeing someone had where it literally what it is it brought back the vehicle, like the car. In Fallout 2, you can fix up a car, and it makes you it helps you fast travel to places quickly. And I don't think it uses up fuel. So I think I'm not sure the mod might be inspired by that feature in Fallout 2, but I'm just wondering, should I get that? And to be honest, I don't mind traveling on foot like this. I don't know about anyone else, but fast travel, as much as fast traveling is fun, I do have some enjoyment just not taking in the scenery as much, but because you know some people might have you might be exposed to better scenery video games, right? You might have a preference, but I don't know about anyone else, but I just love casually just traveling through the environment in the world in any video game, and just don't fast travel. I just travel and just look at the scenery. Remember how areas designed. Just take and enjoy the sights, really. Anyways, here's Cannibal Johnson. I forgot about his bear trap. Whoopsies. Let's see what I have for healing. Is that blood sausage? Black coffee for health, but take the blood sausage. There we go. Guana bits. Anything else for healing? Use this. That's good. Party time men's hats. This might be good. You know what? There we go. I'm still bleeding.
They say those robots on the strip are running around.
Fine. One.
With different faces or something. Don't ask, because I don't know. Well, it's about damn time. What took you? Oh. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now. Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then? Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh? What brings you around this time?
We can ask him about his name too. Or actually, we can ask him about the Enclave.
Squad marksman. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I never killed a single soul who wasn't trying to kill me or one of my team first. I'm sorry to say that it was. Civilian casualties was acceptable and sometimes encouraged. My former squad mate Moreno didn't need encouraging. Moreno and I might have killed each other if Captain Krieger hadn't been there to pull us apart. What do you want to know? I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all. The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
But yep, kind of a badass title. All the way to fool the raiders, just to get them off his back. But yeah.
Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl, really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now. Well. Be seeing you. Maybe.
If
Oh,
I
hell,
found
Arcade.
someone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Yeah, why worry about it? Here you go. You don't have to be your father.
I grew up without him. I'll always feel like something is missing from my life, but you're right. It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland who's grown up without a dad. Johnson always said my father was a good man. If that's the only thing about me that's like him, that's enough for me.
So yeah, we're definitely telling Arcade, don't. Oh, is that a? Spore plant. Oh, I see. This is where he stored the bodies, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. But, if we're gonna tell Arcade, yeah, don't, you know, despite you looking back up at the Enclave, you don't necessarily have to always feel like you're part of them. Sure, you could talk to them, you can say, oh, hello, and check up on them, but I don't necessarily think that you should always try to pretend or believe that you always owe a previous faction anything. Like, you can disagree with what they've done and do your own thing. It's your own opinion. May not be always correct, may not be, it depends on the context, but here with our kid, there's a reason why I'm telling him just to move on and do his own thing. There is an importance to this. Anyone who played, who is it? Anyone that played, Three Houses know, what's her name? Marianne? I think she's another interesting character that talks about that concept. About who you are, what you came from the past, and, like, pretty much your story, like, you know, your relatives, who you, or in this case, you know, your background. I heard someone punching something with a power fist. What is that noise? Onion. Let's go to Onion's house. This is the other guy that Cannibal Johnson says that this pretty much this is pretty much a jerk of the of all these old guys that wanted to join. Is it that's part of the Enclave?
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years. Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
So knowing what Cannibal Johnson told us about Onion here, he's someone that, I mean, even he says himself, he doesn't like the NCR. So, selling things between the NCR Legion, we had to be careful. Well, not here, but once we get back to a certain area. But yeah, he's gonna definitely question us with.
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Yep. We have to play dumb here for now. Or not.
You haven't decided. Well, this is just getting better every second, isn't it?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. There's not a chance you'll find me helping the NCR in any way. They've caused me too much grief.
I kind of want to lie. Just to mess with them.
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember. Heavy weapons, trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero. I don't do anything. I'm retired. I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
Alright, Onion. Onion Moreno. He stinks like an onion.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him,
It was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left. It's been decades, you know. By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
Say, oh man, Onion needs to learn just to let it go. Then we have to go to West Side. Right? Yep, West Side. I've never been there yet. Though I'm kind of scared this fast travel area is full of enemies. No. Okay, good. Wonderful. I hear some fighting in the distance, so. Oh, you have something nasty.
Bad guys.
Drop that. Drop it. I want your weapon. In fact, let me get my own Gatling laser gun. Oh, that's kind of you. Let's repair this weapon. Can I? Oh, this can't be modified. Oh, no, that's awful. I thought it could. Oh, it's because the because the randomizer override some of these, right? Yep. Okay. That's the trade-off using the randomizer. It seems like it took out the ability to customize some of the weapons. Unfortunate. There's no way you're in a thorn, right?
Out.
West Side, huh? I passed through here with another follower a while back, Anderson. The locals were having a lot of trouble getting water through.
Oh, I remember Anderson. That is an interesting quest. I had to get that through. I think one of the NCR generals at the McCarran, Camp McCarran. There's an interesting quest involving them. Hologram person.
Hey there. You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side? Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us? It really must be bad out there if he's sending you to us. Is the idea that we swoop in by vertibird, guns blazing? I hope you weren't thinking we were going to take the lead. That's no job for a bunch of graybeards. Or gray heads in Whitman's case. I'll be there at the reunion. Let's hope the others show up too. Or this plan isn't going to work. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro. I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants. Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region. I was the officer in charge. Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary. I helped tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized. A couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. West Side was a good place to settle down as any. Uh-huh.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
See what I mean? Like, I just... I keep thinking about a Pro CD skit. Like, I keep... Sometimes you... Well, it only fits with Fallout 4, but this one, I just feel like it's kind of a slightly... I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe this might not be as rude, but it always... When I saw it, I was like, damn, it's a bit... It's like... It sounds like you're just being uppity against Arcane. Just tell them, don't worry about their business. That's their business. Like, that's what I came across when I saw this dialogue, but... This makes sense for what Rom want to take for him.
Oh, I know. I was only a boy when they went through hell together. I'm glad you're helping me reunite them. Even if I'm still just a spectator in all of this, I know they can still do some good.
Whoops.
Can't go anywhere.
Oh, damn it. Okay, let's go back to Jacobstown. Is that Marcus?
Better watch out. Lily's been babbling about what grandkids are done.
Like the ghost people are the guys made up the ghost people are made up the majority of the population of Jacobstown. Fascinating. I wonder, I was wondering in my head, like, should I just beat the main story first? And I think that's what I'll do. And the goodness about beating the main story is that the game, I got a mod that continues the game after beating the main story. So, the doggy doodle world there. That's funny. Ooh, Korean, I'll take that. I have a nice mod that so that I can continue playing the game even if I have to beat the main story, because vanilla New Vegas wise, you cannot do that. Once you beat the main story, let's see, once you get to once you go to Hoover Dam to fight whoever, that is the point of no return. But I'm gonna see how this mod works. It's pretty cool because you can see the effect you've done to once you choose a certain pathway and once you choose a certain faction to support. Like you see, I think even the Securitrons even voice their own have new dialogue. People even even other people have some dialogue. Like there's a bunch of cut content that Obsidian were planning to do, but of course they didn't have the time to incorporate into the game. What was it? 18 months of development. That's all they had. Sure, it was reused assets, but they literally had to code in everything new and write the dialogue as well, make sure everything worked, and it's still just and not only that, but to make sure that the PS3 version works as well. Which, yikes. Dear old friends, remember Navarro. And there it is. I don't know if I have the speech to do this, so I'll just save here, just in case I don't have it. But Seeing how we're not gonna side with, there's no way we're gonna side with Legion here, because otherwise we're gonna send these guys to their doom. Also, we can straight up help out Arcade here. Do all this, tell him, hey, we're gonna have these guys side with Legion. He's definitely gonna get pissed at us. Surprise, surprise. But because we're not siding with Legion here, you know, what's his face, Onion or Reno, he's definitely gonna get pissed.
They say those robots on the strip are running around with different faces or something. Don't ask. Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against? This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it. I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades. Marino, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
Yeah, you literally could tell him to just help. Hey, I want you to help the Legion take over the dam. And I think you just straight up kill him there. If you're siding with the NCR here, it's just so weird. Or if you're against the Legion, I don't know why would you do that. Unless you want to be honorable. It's like, hey, go to the battlefield and die an honorable death or something. You know what I mean? Like, just so weird to do that. But hey, choices. But yeah, we're gonna ask him to help the NCR because that's what Arcade wants.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him. Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't. Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving. He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him.
We can ask him this question, but it's pretty obvious what you're gonna say.
I stopped being Moreno's officer a long time ago. Everyone here respects me, but they don't need to follow my orders. Not anymore.
Alright, just talk to Onion.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it. It's because I don't know.
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe
The NCR's got its share of wars,
after all.
but I'd rather have them around than the Legion.
I'd love to see the look on the NCR's face when I swoop down in my chopper.
The NCR is the best bet for the wasteland. I'm glad we'll be helping them out.
Let's see, how much speech I have? I think you need 90. 84. Alright. Do I have anything that increases more? Charisma +1. Ah, I see why. Perception. Do I have President Kimball's outfit? Yes, speech 5. That's 4. Let's go with 5 because instead of 4, it'll be 5 this time. No, not that. Anything that give us more charisma. Besides an outfit. Hopefully a hat. Tuxedo even. Daniel's hat. And skill. Yep, this should be. I think this should be enough. You definitely need 90.
I didn't come all the way out here.
Okay. Thanks, Eddie.
CR. I'm out.
80. Never mind. You need 80. Yeah, you definitely need a high speech. I don't know if pressing these two options would lock you out of the dialogue. But let's ask him. I did a quick save. That's fine.
Getting my gear. What does it look like? What, you think I'm going to leave this here for someone like you? I don't think so.
Oh, too late for the other one. So, no matter what, if you fail or say goodbye, you have to put Onion here. You have to put Onion down because he's really barred to the point where, you know what? I don't want my friends helping out the NCR. I'm gonna kill you to persuade him to help out the Legion. So, you have to pass a speech pass in order to not to fight him. But I love this. Remnants come in, guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that?
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
There we go.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done. I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out of the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get.
Let me tell you something, folks. I appreciate, like, this is my opinion, like, usually you want to stick with what you're good with, right? And it's, in this case for Arcade, you know, it's kind of him to say, you know, I'm kind of worried about my friends. Like, pretty much the older folks who watch with my father, but honest opinion, stick with what you choose. Stick with what you're best at, right? And let me tell you something. Now, I know it's, I don't want to say I have a bias, but I definitely cannot underestimate, like, this is just, I'm not sure words can do this justice, but anyone who works in the medical field, much respect for you folks. I'm very thankful for your services, like, if that means anything, but you really are, like, especially during COVID times, and even until now, like, you really, the medical assistance people, like, anything that people works in the medical field, your service has been very helpful, like, people definitely need it during this time. And in a situation like this, yeah, stick to what you're good at. In this case, Arcade's sake. Let's see. Also interesting, if you depending on the dialogue choices, you can persuade him a little bit, saying that, you know what, I definitely feel like I want to fight for the Enclave, but then if you tell him the opposite, you have to persuade him, and then you have to pass a slightly easier speech pass to tell him, yeah, this is what I mean, you should do this. But because we tell him, you know, this is their story, you should focus on what you want to do, it's easier. He's definitely gonna agree with what we have him go towards too. So in this case, we want him to stay in Freeside and help out.
I figured you'd say that. Sometimes staying put is the best thing you can do. I'll leave the fighting to the old war horses. It's what they were made for. I need to go take care of something before I set up at Freeside. I'll see you soon. And again, thanks for your help with the others.
I forgot doing this, unfortunately. Courier Duster. Oh, you give us all the items. Oops. Unfortunately, doing this with Arcade, I think we're not going to see him as a companion anymore. There he is.
You know he pissed off the wrong guy.
He's talking to my Deathclaw friend. Let's feed you. Do we have any more meat? No. Unfortunate. That's the sad part about this game. I don't have enough meals to feed my Deathclaw friend. This randomizer makes things harder for that aspect. Don't give me those puppy eyes. I know. I wish I could control the RNG of this place.
Stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the Vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
Ah, yes. I think the mod, there's a mod that added where if you level up you can get power armor training, but yep. You cannot wear power armor unless you get training from either the Enclave here or the Brotherhood Seal. So, if you want to wear power armor, well, this quest is definitely something you want to do.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Prim is the new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Where? Here you are.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. And since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
You have received the specialized training needed to move in any form of power armor.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City, but the NCR let them go. That's unusual.
Anything else to talk to these folks?
The NCR is the best bet for the
I'd
racetrack.
love to see
Same
the
thing.
look on the NCR's face when I
We'll
swoop
be
down
ready.
in my
Don't
chopper.
worry. The NCR's got its share of
There you
wars,
go.
but I'd rather
What about
have them
Onion?
around than the Legion.
What do you say about all this, Onion?
I can't believe I'm going to help the NCR.
Well, you better believe it. There we go, we completed it. Deathclaw buddy, let's trade equipment. You get to carry this. Take that carbine rifle. Gina. I want the missile launcher. Take the axe. Yeah, take this pistol. I think it's a power right. Which is this heavy? Oh, the remnant's power armor. There we go. And what else? Or maybe keep that, right? That might be good. Desert Ranger, DT-22, DT of... Yeesh, but this gives good stuff as well. Keep that for now. Oh, damn. Elite Riot gear. Some good stuff here. I think the Elite Riot gear is better, so I'll keep the, and then we'll take this glove. I think this all look good to go. Yep. There. Anything here? Ooh. So we get in trouble for looting from the Legion's equipment, but not from the Enclave's equipment. Interesting, isn't it? I guess because the Enclave's not a faction anymore, maybe? Who knows?
Like I said, I needed to go do something.
Big Iron. Hello,
It
Fork.
belonged to my father. I thought I might wear it at Hoover Dam, but after you talked me out of it, I didn't see the point in hanging on to it any longer. I'm here because of you, so I figured you're the one most deserving of it. It should protect you from everything short of a plasma caster. And if you need anything, anything at all, you know where to find me.
Oh, I remember this. I feel bad pressing this option. I should have clicked save because I want to show this, but he has a amazing response if you just say thanks, I guess, for all this gear, even though this means a whole lot to you. Like, he also sounds equally disappointed in your reaction. What are you gonna do now?
Back to old Mormon Fort, where I can do some good. We followers may be idealistic, but even I know this is going to end in blood. Fortis fortuna adiuva. Good luck. And goodbye.
They just vanished. I don't know. Well, I think, yeah, that's probably the last time the arcade, you will see arcade until... Well, depending if you happen to fight for the Enclave for the battle over there, you will see him again. But yep. Nah, well, unfortunately, I think he left permanently. I think because I chose the option for him to stay at Freeside, or back what is it, or old Mormon Fort. I think he went back to Hyrule now. So yeah, Ganon's back at doing. No, Ganon, he's actually in the Tears of the Kingdom. I think that's a new game, right? I forgot. I've been paying attention too much to Legend of Zelda news. Like, it looks cool. I was just looking at the trailer, but I don't know. Like, I've more so rather enjoy watching my brother play it from time to time. But yeah, you're right though. Like, I do. That's always a joke with me. Like, I can't stop thinking Arcade Ganon as Ganon from Legend of Zelda. There's arcade done. We still got more quests to do with, right? Oh yeah, like I've Metroid Prime as well. Like so far, my brother tried it and he definitely had a good time with it. And I'm so glad because Metroid Prime is an awesome series. In this case, the remaster. I'm glad that a lot of people have good opinions about it. Hopefully you get your physical copy because I don't know if it's a shortage or like what is it? I can't say this for every game, but I've been recently been hearing like a certain game that March 3rd. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Because some people have been getting some bad luck, like especially if you buy something with that comes with other like other goodies, and I feel bad because someone on Twitter, I was following a voice actor for one of the was it Farmland Engage, and especially I think especially if you buy from GameStop, like was it I think you pay $80 or something for the game costs $60 I think, and then you could pay 80 like $20 more for, you know, plus tax of course, with for other like for books, for tarot cards, but they only got the game but not the other stuff, which it's upsetting. So hopefully, you know, it's sample fake. Yeah, for $20, for 20 extra bucks, you could get your sample of like this substance that's probably even more dangerous than, you know, basic uranium you can find on Earth. Yeah, definitely worth it. Hopefully you get your sample of phase on with no trouble. Depend on me. I don't have the sneak for that. Oh, that's for Cass. Cass, Cass, I need to remember to answer quest. Still in the dark. Why do I still have Cold Heart? I don't have to. I've pissed off the Legion. I don't know why they still want me to do Cold Heart. Let's go for GI Blues then.
We won't go quietly.
I think like, if this is still like we're talking about Samus, I think literally Samus became a mini boss, like literally an actual boss, not only in Prime but especially in Dread. Holy hell, Dread is so badass with how they handled Samus. Might as well.
Hey, you're the one who's been
I'll take that, thank you. I'm not gonna question your outfit choice. I really want to see what's this. Why there's a giant gecko running around? I love it.
Hello.
It's just the there it is. It definitely is. No, here's the thing: of all the FPSs out there, like if you're a fan of FPSs, I cannot recommend Metroid Prime enough. I've never tried it. I've seen the gameplay of it, and I will eventually get. I need to get a chance. I need to try it out. And I'm thankful that my brother is willing to let me to. He's willing to let me. What is it? Because he's got it digitally, and I can also play it on my Switch as well. So I could definitely try that out. It was also cool, and I'm surprised I never tried this out yet. But on the Wii, he also has the what is it? The trilogy. So I can definitely try that anytime I want. So I can definitely just try out the Prime series anytime, and I really should. I feel like I'm missing out. I think I grew up playing. I didn't like. I wasn't there when they released Half-Life, but I definitely did enjoy like the what is it? SimShock series was fun. You know, I'm still doing. I finished recently BioShock, so I'm gonna start BioShock 2. Yeah, the Valve FPSs are good. I grew up playing what is it? Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect. Fun co-op games for story mode, especially with my brother. But yeah, I definitely need to try Prime. Prime is definitely it's gonna be definitely up my alley for a fun FPS. The king asked me to look into your tech.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Time Splitters is actually one. It is fun, but it can't. I don't know if it's the most difficult, but it is definitely one of the more difficult FPSs. Like during. Well, the first game came out, I think, on PlayStation 1. I could be wrong. But definitely, like I never played the first one. I played the second one in Future Perfect, which is essentially the third game. But yeah, Time Splitters is a fun series. Like the arcade mode, like if you have, I wish they remastered it, because the arcade mode of Time Splitters is awesome. Like it's just so many fun things to do. Like, you know, there's a cool concept of weapons from different eras. So you got crossbows, you got you know, conventional weapons, like, you know, just double barrel shotguns, and then eventually you just use plasma weapons, like plasma rifles. Like all of these fun, wacky weapons during time eras, and you can just throw bricks at people. It is a blast, but like I said, and there's a lot of playable characters. It's a pain to unlock all of them because the challenges are they're pretty difficult.
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town.
I do have a story involving Time Splitters 2. Like, I have no idea if I can ever do this anymore, but I love Time Splitters 2 to the point where I think I was in either I'm not sure it was still in elementary school when this happened, but I got this fever, and it's one of the worst ones I had, and I had to take this crappy medicine for it. It was like this, I don't remember what it was. It's like some medicine you could buy at Walgreens, like this liquid you could drink to help ease it or something. I don't remember what it was. It tasted horrible. So, and also I think it made me even more dizzier. And with that, oh, I'm sorry to hear you had the fever, dude. Yeah, no, fever sucks. Like, if I can, what is it like? If I don't, it's been a while since I undergone such effective fever. I mean, recently I do, I do get dizzy here and there, but that's for other reasons.
Young too.
But yeah, getting a fever sucks.
Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Yeah, that would do. The fever. Damn, sorry. Hopefully you make a speedy recovery.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking
I wouldn't recommend this, but if you feel it, don't play a very hard FPS when you're sick, because that's what I decided to do. Like, sorry if I didn't finish my story with that. Like, I was trying to take it a certain direction, but yeah, I love the game. It's like I literally play, what is it? Time Splitters 2 story mode on hard is the worst, and I decided, like, you know what? I have this fever. I am probably dizzy. Like, and I just like to say, oh, I'm just pretending I'm probably like dizzy as if I'm drinking alcohol, because that medicine surely has alcohol, right? I was weird thinking when I was young. So I just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play this hard as story mode difficulty on the hard difficulty and just beat it from there. And lo and behold, I did. Was it worth it? No. Kind of.
That true? Did the king really send you?
Oh, if you do go to sleep, hopefully the meds do help out. It does suck to sleep when you're sick, but hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. Oh, if I didn't say this also, drink plenty of water if you can. Like, definitely when you have a fever, you dehydrate much more than usual. So.
I don't really know what else I can add. There were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Oh, damn! I remember this dialogue. I legit thought this is gonna be I actually click on this dialogue on the bottom once, and I thought that this is actually me. Like, I should be journal. Like, you sure that's everything? No, this is actually you get negative karma for saying this, because it's just showing that you mistrust this person, and I never realized that. I've only clicked on this once, and I feel bad. I was like, no, that's not my intention. I was only wondering if that's so you know, but yeah, but every bit helps, of course.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Hold on, I need this. What is this? What's the button to open? Hopefully I can do this right. Did I? Hopefully that's... Sorry, I got a notification on Twitch. I'm just noting. I'll have to check that later. Hopefully, it's not what I think it is, but as expect. I think if they're telling me something about my Kingdom Hearts thoughts, that's understandable. All right. There we go. I love this gecko running around.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed.
Okay. Let's go in there. Still no. There's probably some mod out there to probably add songs from Elvis, but I'm still sad. I do agree that they couldn't. I'm sad that they couldn't get some songs from Elvis playing in this area. Missed opportunity, but oh. Then again, no. Like I said, Obsidian's hellish crunch time development for this game.
Have you found anything out, or were you just here to chat? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's got to be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
You'd be surprised not to honor it. I'd say that'd be the service to underestimate these guys.
What's up?
Usually, if some information can be useful, or suggestions, as they say. I do remember one thing about this quest is that
It can be bought. It can be
if you like to side with Mr. House, like if you want to get a good ending, where everybody, trying to be as, what is it? If you want to get a quote-unquote pacifist ending with every faction, I mean, obviously you have to take out the Blood Steel if you're not using any mods, but I do know that a lot of people tend to overlook the King's Quest because they keep thinking that if you side with House, they always die. But if you go through with this quest, and I think you have to kill the who is it? I think Pacer. He's attacking these NCR soldiers in a certain area. You have to take them out, and doing that, and if you do that and finish the quest from there, House actually would see that as, hey, the Kings are pretty loyal because they're constantly attacking anyone that's associated with NCR, and so he will keep them around, and that's how you get a, like I said, a passive, like a peaceful solution between House and the Kings, which
maybe we'll be able to get
even
our
then,
hands on some of his technology.
even so.
It would help our scientists greatly.
Do you know anything about NCR soldiers?
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it? I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I'm very curious as a randomizer because I'm noticing that almost every NPC I'm talking to, they always have these bomb collars on them. And so I'm wondering, is this because the only necklace you can wear is the collars and something else? Like, 'cause that is fascinating. I'm just starting to notice this right now. I just love that I love that my two companions are just a Death Claw and a Brahmin. Or giant Brahmin, let's say. Oh, you have a dangerous weapon. I'm not gonna make you angry. Never mind. Goodbye. Like I said, I am very terrified of the last, like, pretty much the climax of this game. I can only imagine the weapons. Talk to Major Elizabeth. Okay. I am terrified. The weapons the enemies will have. Holy hand grenades and Fat Man launchers. Speaking of Fat Man launchers, I actually watched a what is it? I don't remember the guy's name, but there was a video on GameSpot where they have this dude talk about the firearms. I think his nickname, I guess, or like his title is like he's a keeper of firearms artillery. I think some folks might know what I'm talking about, but he like it was pretty much his reaction to all the firearms in the video games, and they did one for New Vegas, and I'm not sure if it's the New Vegas video because we also saw the Fallout 3 one, and Jonathan Ferguson. Oh, is that the dude's name? That might be it. Yeah, that might be him. I might have to look it up later, but what is it? He talked about how apparently we're about to make we made this, right, but we didn't consider using it as an actual weapon, like a tactical warhead launcher, if that makes sense. Alright, Fork. I think I don't know what it is exactly, but it's like a mortar shell launcher, but you can put like the warhead, right? It's giant. And I think it's operated by 3 people, and how it works is that you just put the warhead in like on the end of that rod, and then you pull the lever, or it's just from the image of it, it's a wheel, and you turn it, and it shoots the warhead at an angle. But keep in mind that even if these folks shoot the weapon at a far range, like it's quote unquote like it's good enough, right? I don't know the numbers, the distance wise, but you keep in mind that they're still close enough to deal with the nuclear fallout. So it's such a bizarre weapon. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like I'm surprised they even thought about, hey, that's a good idea. Let's have a weapon that's equivalent to Fallout's Famine launcher, right? That's a good idea. Let's have a tool that shoots a nuclear warhead, and nuclear in the Fallout, the radiated fallout that comes afterwards. Nah, that's no problem. That is so bizarre that they're able to think that's pretty much not a problem. Also, I was just brain farting because I was wondering. I know there's a way to get to. I think this is it. Yeah, okay, this looks familiar. Getting to this part is kind of a little bit tricky. Is it these guys? No, that's the Order Free site, not here. I do know these guys are pretty much on the pathway to getting Fisto. If only we could take El Fisto with us as a companion. But I will. Actually, I think I can with this mod. Yeah, with this, what's it called again? GIP-CCNC, I think companion mod it's called? Yeah, this one. I can forcibly recruit Fisto if I wanted to, which I might.
Hold up. What's the password? If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen.
Well, you're
of the
definitely not
NCR.
hiding
Please,
the fact you're
that's
NCR soldier. Huh. I know it's a randomizer and she's wearing General Oliver's outfit, but I just find this funny as a question. Like, huh. You know, that outfit looks militaristic, like look like a general would wear. But are you with the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from. No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in? You were right. But here, take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret. Yes? Was there something else you needed? That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons. You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort. In a manner of speaking, Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
All right, Fork. Have a good nap. Hopefully, your fever doesn't bring it down. But yep, hopefully speedy recovery. Thanks for dropping by the way.
Yes? Was there something?
I think I asked all the questions here, right? Also, why am I? What's? I feel like I have something that weighs a lot for some reason. I should have paid attention to what she gave me. Maybe I could eat. Oh, I still have. Oh, I have ramen meat. Cool. My hope is full. Deathclaw buddy, or let's get out of here first. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. If you have a, I forgot to mention that it's actually pretty important to talk to Julie here because that's the only reason you can get the information out of that lady over there who's giving the food to these folks. Oh, I forgot you don't take ramen meat. Ah, upsetting. Oh, you're carrying a lot. So yeah, if you want the peaceful, if you're not doing, if you want the Kings and the NCR to side of each other, yeah, I think a lot of people did this already, but it is important to talk to Julie because she does provides information that you definitely need for understanding what's going on with the friction between the Kings and NCR. And what's cool, I think, if you're doing this in the routes of the NCR, was it I forgot the dude's name. He's essentially he's an ambassador. Ambassador Crocker, is that his name? He gives you an option where, you know, if peace isn't viable, but I advise you to not do that because this can't be a bad idea and it's only drastic. You might have to plant some evidence that Pacer, who is just pretty much King's second command, right? This dude named Pacer. You have to essentially make it so that he has a drug problem, or you have to. I think you have to splice his jet, and then he gets a heart attack. Like here, just don't do it. But if it becomes desperate, you might have to do that. And with that information, but yeah, it's at this point it's Pacer's the one who is causing trouble between the Kings and the NCR.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
But we're gonna do this I don't know if oh, he even running. Nah, but I don't know. There's a better option that gives you the same result, but I'm just gonna go for this route. This is the route that I usually do.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
The NCR just distributing supplies. Yep.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. Nothing's innocent in Freeside. No, I'm guessing they're doing something they know will cause a row, like keeping the food all to themselves. Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
I think these two lock you out of doing a peaceful route, but yep, we gotta mention this. They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived.
Huh, that would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
Well, this is awkward. Can I... Eddie, you need to back off, step back. There we go.
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Yep, Pacer, fortunately, for some reason has a grudge against the NCR, or tries to cause more chaos. I don't remember what's the reason. Oh, now I remember. I think you can bring... There's another interesting part about the NCR route where you can bring the soldiers to... Even though this just seems bad. Like, just the... if you look at this face value, just the intentions like the NCR sends soldiers for quote-unquote diplomacy talk. But it is interesting that it's more to the interesting part about that quest because it really depends on who you talk to first. Compliance regulator. Paralysis, huh? Oh, I don't have the capacity, but just take it.
Why the hell are you here? Got this under control? Why the hell are you here? Got this under control?
Oh, I need to talk to them. Eddie. Stuff to carry. No. Actually, no. Yeah, continue. How do you... Storage open. There we go. Carry some of the apparel here, because I doubt we're using them as much. Oh yeah. Ganondorf's Tesla armor. Carry that. I won't be using that for the time being. Maybe once I get to an area that's pretty dangerous. Well, speaking of area that's dangerous, where's it? Oh, hell yeah! Give me all that. I'm gonna say most of my companions are gonna be very well stocked with outfit, with power armor.
You keep your hands where we can see it. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
They're not kidding. If you stick your weapon out, they will fire at us. But
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
King wants to help with the relief effort.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
That wasn't him. You didn't even know the envoy was sent.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
And there we have it. If you ever want Pacer to live, this is the only way to do so, because I think if you're going to go down the NCR route and...
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay. I'm curious what weapon you have. Beanbag. I'm going to pretend...
Nobody messes with the king.
As I thought. That's all I wanted to know. He has dinner bell, because I knew that this shotgun looks unique. Or unless I'm just making it up and that's just how it looks. What did I say about Pacer? Oh yeah, Pacer. So if you want to go down, if you plan to side with the NCR, and if you go with Ambassador Crocker's suggestion of like, hey, bring the soldiers in for diplomacy. No matter who you choose to talk to, who was it? Whether to that one person at the dam or to Colonel Shu, the soldiers will always gun down Pacer, so he will always die in that method. This is the only method you can keep him alive, I think.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell
There we
you
go.
what, just
How much
this
time I have?
once,
I think I have enough
whatever
time
you
to get
want.
to
If I can make it
Raoul.
happen,
I'm gonna try to do that.
Don't rush it though.
That'll be the last thing I
Toss
do
it
for
around
today.
in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Hell yeah, give out the sneak. Fading fingertips, where are you? No, that was not good. This, I think, yeah, to be honest, yeah. Look at when we learned Confirmed Bachelor and Lady Killer, level 22. Confirmed Bachelor is pretty good because not only the majority of people you fight tend to be dudes, but he also gets a good dialogue as well. Shame I missed that out with Ganon and I think that one guy at the front of the strip. But oh, I'll get that later. My priority, however, is fading fingertips. We're gonna need these. When in doubt. There we go. Oh, one more thing. First of all, Eddie, you're gonna. Can I ask you to stay somewhere? Wait here. We'll see if we can ask the king for this favor.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys.
Oops. Let me quick save in case.
What can the king do for you?
So about that favor. Oh, okay. I think I need to talk to Yes Man before I. That works. Okay. Hopefully I can talk to Yes Man. If not, that is unfortunate. You know what? Let's do this quickly, right? We can fast travel to 38, which is why I have this.
I, Robert Edwin House, am deceased. Please approach a Securitron and take one of the printed obituaries.
Whoop. Even though House may be gone, whatever he's left behind, we still got the Rat Roach. Or now it's gone. Sad. Penthouse? Yeah, let's go to the penthouse.
An entire army of upgraded Securitrons just standing by over at the fort. Pretty neat, huh? Please, go.
Why can't we oh, it's part 2, isn't it?
They must be a really nasty people. I haven't heard a single good thing about them. They fire artillery on anyone who comes near their settlement at Nellis Air Force Base. Talk about rude. If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion, or NCR though, well, that'd be neat, wouldn't it?
I think I could talk to him about the Kings later.
Obituaries of the recently deceased Mr. House, President, CEO.
Alright. Let's try to satisfy the title of the stream. I feel bad that I couldn't. I do not want to finish the stream without end streaming here without saving Raul. We're gonna do that. Probably. You know what though? Everybody, you're not gonna follow me anymore. Actually, before I do, let's. Oops, wrong button. Let's move. Eddie, you are gonna go back to Lucky 38 or Prim. I didn't mean to do that. Well, if I need to find Eddie, I can. I'll probably write it down somewhere. I'll look back at this file that he's back at Prim. Let's dismiss you back at Lucky 38. Go. We'll come back for you later. Black Mountain or Neil Shack? Valley. There we go. So let's show off what does the Fading Fingertips does for us. First of all, what is the buttons? We have our quick select buttons, of course, and fading fingerprints. Let's use me. We're gonna put 1 as a keypad, and look what happens if you use it. Our AP goes down, but we're invisible. It always depletes no matter if we have this on. And the goodness is, once it goes out, it's gone, right? But our AP goes out quickly because we got... I'm not sure... No, we don't have that perk. There is a perk where it can help us increase our refresh rates for our action points. But yep. This is essentially an infinite stealth boy that relies on action points. I don't know how... This might be too broken for this purpose, but... Let me just say something. If you have a mod where you play as a Nightkin... Come on now. It's just pretty... It's annoying that you don't have a good way to stay invisible for a decent amount of time. And also, I think the Nightkin has a gimmick where if you're not under the effects of a stealth boy, you take more damage. It's a kind of a... sort of an awful trade-off. Now, I might get... I'm gonna turn this on, but if I hear a soundtrack that's DMCA, I'm gonna go turn this off instantly, but I wonder... Oh, I forgot. Did I turn off the radio music? I probably did. Yes, I did. Unfortunate. Well, if anything, if... I was supposed to I wanted to hear the audio for what's their faces. Tabitha and Rhonda, the people who are running the radio station. I recommend to give that a listen because it can be entertaining. I forgot who's the voice actor name who voices Tabitha, but he did a good. As someone says, that was one of their. I think was it the voice director, the people who worked on Fallout of New Vegas. They said that this was one of their favorite moments of voice recording because the dude who voices Tabitha did an amazing job, like switching back and forth between the two characters. But yeah, the two different. I try to play Cole here, but I think if you look it up, you can definitely tell the spoiler here. But he does a good job voicing these two different characters on the radio. And all I can say is that I think this is one of my favorite interactions of a super mutant. Like I actually love this quest, and once again, I kind of stress enough. I feel bad just killing everybody here. It's the worst option. Now, usually this is where I feel bad I don't have Annabelle because, or say I don't. Oops, that's bad. Stay here. Let's recharge our action points. The good old days of playing Spy in Team Fortress 2. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just trying to find some good spots to hide with the cloak and dagger. Good times. Now this might be glitch. This might end up to be a glitch quest because I'm not sure if. Never mind. I think Rhonda's here, isn't it? The robot lies inert on a table, giving no indication of having worked recently or ever. A nameplate on part of the surface is scratched and mostly faded, but you can still make out the faint word Rhonda. You quickly ascertain that the robot's current AI state is set to hibernate, likely a self-defense mechanism after the unit suffered catastrophic damage. Whoever repaired it probably didn't know how to reset its AI. After flipping the right switch, the robot jumps to life.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha?
Now, due to the randomizer, it became a sentry bot. But beforehand it was a Mr. Handy, right? This is a badass randomizer. Tabitha, you have an amazing companion.
Thank you very much. My internal clock says it's been 6 years, 52 days, 40 minutes, and 13 seconds since I last spoke to her.
Oh.
I hope she hasn't gotten lonely.
Growing height. Anyways, let's go outside.
Rhonda? Is that you?
Ah.
It is, Mistress Tabitha. How I've missed you, sir. This stranger here fixed me a right as rain. Is he a friend of yours?
Oh my god.
I don't know how to thank you for bringing Rhonda back to me, stranger.
Rhonda has, excuse me, Tabitha has the
I won't be
sledgehammer.
anymore.
Can I be honest? The randomizer did this cutscene injustice because if you've never seen what Tabitha looks like, if you see the Night Kid, Tabitha essentially she's wearing a wig because I'm not sure she has. I think the hair. I'm not sure she naturally has her hair. Unless she does, that's amazing. But she has blonde hair. Like she has this beautiful blonde hair and she has these heart-shaped glasses. She is such an adorable character in this game. Like, I just feel bad for these characters. They're people who have just been driven insane by either the stealth boys or just the mutations, and they they become horrible. They can use violence to hurt other people, but these mutants people, they were once people that meant well in life. It just I always feel bad for the mutants in this game. Like they're just these giant huggable people that once had I just hope that they were once people who just had good intentions.
It's just such a shock to see Rhonda up and about again. I'm not sure what to do now.
I forever will love. I think of Obsidian's portrayal of the super mutants in this game. I forever will love how they portray in this game. I am so done with every super mutant in Fallout 3 and 4, and even 76 being portrayed as these big orcish enemies that just do nothing but want to eat something. I am so done with that description of these guys. Portrayal of these guys. I miss the sentient super mutants where they make sure they may have their issues where they might be prone to violence, but it'd be nice if there's actually more of them that are actually can think. They can realize, I want to do nice in the world, and that they remember their past, that they remember that there were once people who wanted to just, in this case with Tabitha, she just misses her robot companion. I miss this so much with the super mutants in Fallout. Bethesda, please bring these super mutants back. It's the best depiction of these characters ever. I love them. All of this. So I think I need to read this too. This is another good one. This is from Raul. As if I don't have enough pointless things to do here, Tabitha wants me to start keeping a log of all the repairs that I do. So here's my first log entry. I fixed up several old terminals that were left over in intact buildings here, and then one which plans to use them for. Oops, wrong button. I'll try to... Feel free to mute it, or if you want to pause the video for yourself in your own time, but I'm going to read them. I don't read them out loud, but I do recommend you read these as well. These are pretty amazing. These entry logs. Apparently the mutants raided a caravan today. One of their rifles jammed. It took about 7 minutes to fix. I also performed minor maintenance on the broadcasting tower outside. It's tempting to think that I could have just pulled the switch there and taken this accursed station off the air. No doubt she would have killed me soon afterward, but it might have been worth it just to see the look on her face. Raul. The mutant with the scar across his face, whom I've taken to calling Cuddles, stopped in today and asked me to fix his car. I told him that that's outside my expertise, and he seriously thought he was going to kill me. Same thing. Tried to escape today. Tabitha had one of her men beat me senseless when they caught me. Now they lock me up in the next room whenever I'm not working on something. Oh, and I fixed the toaster. Cuddles came in about his car again. He even brought in a container of gas and asked if that would help. I tried to tell him that gas was not the problem, and he got really angry and dragged me outside. Tabitha killed him herself before things got too ugly. At least I don't think we'll hear about his damn car anymore. Which, once again, keep in mind about the floor Fallout. Gasoline is a rare resource in this world. So the fact that the fact that Cuddles was able to find gas, that takes dedication. That's amazing. The same thing? Yeah. Entry 6. Tabitha came in today and said she's concerned about my safety. Oh. She insisted that I change the lock on my door to require a password, using one of the other computers I fixed. I'm really starting to regret ever fixing those. The password is 123456789. Like anyone who cares will ever read this. And let me show you this, by the way. See this little toy car here? It just simply says toy car. Cuddles' toy car. He literally, Cuddles literally wanted Raul to fix his car. This is amazing. I cannot stop smiling about this. All these small details. It's just fantastic writing here. Ah man, these Superman, I miss these Superman so much. There we go. Let's put in the password. Raul.
Took you long enough, so can I go now?
I'll be honest, all of Raul's dialogue is amazing. So let's start with, what do you mean took you long enough?
Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now?
Man, I'll be honest. I think any companion who's sort of a wise ass, I kind of like. I do like them.
Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada. I'm the mechanic around here. No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh?
Ah, don't say that. He's supposed to wear something. He's supposed to wear his unique outfit. This is Miguel, but he's wearing a vault suit.
Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss? Alrighty then. I'll just head out. Alone. By myself. Into the dangerous waste.
Come along.
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
There we go. And with that, he ascends on top of the chair. And with that, we have a new companion, a ghoul named Raul. Ghoul has an amazing backstory, and he, along with Arcade and Ghoul are one of my favorite companions, like just with their commentary. But on that note, I would end the stream here. I think I should probably just straight up say, like, yeah, I usually like to stop streaming at this certain time. If you notice, I think if I start 30 minutes earlier, I usually go for up to 3 hours. That's the most I can go. But other than that, thanks again for everyone dropping by to check out the stream and or VOD. I really appreciate it. This doesn't apply, to VOD viewers, but if you're watching this live, sorry for the wonky schedule going on. It's a habit of, in my area, that's a habit of just last minute stuff happening. So can't control it, nor can I predict it efficiently. So expect some weird schedule updates going on, like, oh, it's gonna be a late start, or I might start early. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll start early. I doubt it, but definitely minutes later I will. That would be a thing. But anyways, Wednesday. I don't think, just for the fact that I'm hearing, I don't know what's going on tomorrow from like my area, but I can't say I can guarantee that I might be free during the time I usually start streaming. So I will not stream tomorrow, but Thursday will be BioShock 2, and Friday I will be trying out. Well, I've already played a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 3: Chain of Memories. I've never beaten it, so this will be my first time beating that game on stream-wise. But I don't know how far I'll get into Chain of Memories. It's kind of difficult. Like I'm definitely gonna play in the easier option, but I'll get to that later. But anyways, on that note, hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the Tuesday or even Wednesday if you're ahead of the time zone, and do what you can to stay warm, stay frosty if you're in a very warm, like a hot environment. Do something nice for yourself if you haven't already. And then one important note, hopefully you drink lots of water, because man, sometimes we forget to do that. I'm guilty of that as well. But anyways, do your best to stay happy, do your best to keep yourself healthy. And with that, thanks again for being you. Bye. Oh, so I forgot the other button. But anyways, see ya.